Hey, welcome back. So you're gonna notice that I have new plants. I got the photos. So I got just one pot, 6-inch pot, and I basically took out the soil, and you can see I repurposed the soil and put it in this tote. So we're just gonna wait for it to settle, because right now the water's kind of dirty from moving the soil around and adding it, but hopefully in a couple of days it'll settle down to the bottom here. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. I know it's sort of like the same thing when you're adding aqua soil to your fish tank. Gotta wait like a day or so for the cloudiness to disappear. So that's what this is. And I typically have a breeder style aquarium setups, but I'm trying to do a substrate filled aquarium, and I'm not using the conventional substrate. I'm actually just repurposing the soil from the photos that I bought from the garden center. So yeah, let's see what we can do with that. It probably won't be for a while. This tank has been empty, this tote has been empty for quite some time now, so just for now I have the photos at the very back. It's probably the biggest piece of photos out of all the cuttings, and when I separated it. So if we go to this one, you're gonna notice there's more photos there. And what I did was I actually used the same plastic airline tube suction cups, kind of like how I have the Monstera attached to it. I did the same for the photos. So I have another leaf right here that I found actually. So it's the same thing. It's just clipped onto the suction cup here, and then it's placed on the tote itself. So I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of nutrients, because not only did I get the photos, I also got a bunch of guppies. I would say around 30 of them. And I think it's actually way more than the recommended amount that you should be keeping in a 10-gallon. So that's why I put more plants, just to balance that out. And I did the same for the 3 bottom tanks here. I really like how clean it looks when you just clip it on, when you put it on the suction cup here, and then just have it attached to the glass like that. I didn't really remove the soil completely, but it's good enough. I mean, it has lots of roots, so you know, I'm sure it's gonna be just fine. And I pretty much separated the guppies, the group of guppies, into smaller groups. See, this one has a really pregnant female. She has a lot of babies inside, I would imagine. So it's just a matter of time before she gives birth to more babies. So I would say maybe I put 5 in each tank, so you know, females and males, but I try to keep more females than males in each small group. And then I also got some guppy fry, which I put in this tank because I already have guppy fry. So yeah, there's a lot of fish now. And we also got the new plant, and I think the plant really looks nice, especially when it grows. So you know, I'm gonna give it some time and wait for it to grow, and it should you know, grow out of the tanks and maybe in and around the room. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, this is pretty much the update for this video. As you can see, the 2 tanks there are still empty, 5 gallons. So I'm just putting that on hold until I get back, and then I'll probably do something different with that. The bettas are still doing fine, and I just fed them, so there's really not much going on with them. But yeah, I'm really liking the photos here. Yeah, there's so many fry just swimming around. I can't even tell what they are. And there's guppies, they all look the same at this point. But I have enough I have enough biofiltration here to hopefully keep up with the bio load here. Just because these are only 10 gallons, so I think I put the most that I can put in a 10 gallon, maybe over that. So yeah. The lights are doing pretty good. These are 3000 on the spectrum, 3K I think. It said it was a grow light, so I'm hoping it would work well, especially with the photos. The photos don't really need much light, so this should be sufficient. And we also got the fish tanks to provide the nutrients, you know, from the fish waste. But I think that's, yeah, it looks like the bottom tanks here are more of my favorite now. I mean, every row has its own story, and I think this is turning more into like a pond style totes, like a mini pond, because I have like soil, I have fallen leaves, like it's turning into yeah, you can see there's so many fish there. Let me see if I can give you a close-up of these fish. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna wipe this off for a second. Yeah, there's quite a bit. There's quite a few in here. Yeah, I put a lot in here. This is gonna be crazy. I might actually start selling guppies now, but I think I'm into the guppies now. For a while I thought I'd just be in the beta scene, but I think the guppies are kind of fun to look at, and they're easy to care for, so it's not a bad idea to start keeping guppies. And it, you know, I would say guppies is top 5 fish in the hobby of all time. I mean, it's such a popular fish that, from kids to adults, everyone seems to be into guppies. And actually, I found these from just the marketplace, and so many people are breeding them and selling them. It's just insane how big the market is for guppies compared to betta. I mean, my favorite is the betta, but I guess now the guppies are right there. So I guess this is the first video where I fully embraced the guppies. I mean, I had some guppies before this video, but when I picked up another 40, I knew I was locked in. And I think once that tote settles with all the soil, I'm gonna move some of the guppies from there to there, just because there's just way too many in there. I would say there's like 20 to 30 in a tote that's filled with 10 gallons worth of water. So it's not enough space for them. So I'm probably gonna look for a better spot for them. And then if it gets out of control, then I'll start putting guppies in the 5-gallon, but it seems like everything is turning into a guppy tank right now. But that's what it is. Like getting into new fish that you've never kept before. It's pretty fun. You learn new things, as I'm learning new things with these fish. So I think right now my current setup is okay for them to thrive in, but I'll monitor and check it out. The bettas don't seem to mind. I mean, there's no aggression that I'm seeing from them. So yeah, that's been it for this video. Yeah, let's see how this turns out down the road.